The pictures tell the story. This life had many shades. I'd wake up every morning, and before I'd start each day, I'd take a drag from last night's cigarette that smoldered in its tray. Down a little something, then be on my way.
Hey guys, David here with the Whiskey Rebellion. Unlike the title of our episode, I unfortunately did not acquire a bottle of toasted Blantons, which is very unfortunate. I want to go through and we're going to talk about what we're all drinking tonight. Thank you all for being here, first of all. And thank you for anybody who's watching. And then we're going to explain what toasted Blantons is and where you can get it. All right, I'm going to start. I am drinking Redemption High Rye Bourbon. This is a store pick from Fairview over by where Little John lives. This was a store pick during an event. It's a nice high rye if you like your ryes and your bourbons. I recommend that one. It is very rye forward though, so you're definitely going to get a hit of it. You're going to know you're drinking rye. That's me. Let's go to Chuck. What are you drinking tonight, sir?
Tonight I'm drinking Russell's Reserve Private Barrel Selection. It's a 9-year. It's a state. It's one of my local store picks. Just picked it up today. It's a 9-year, 110 proof. Warehouse A, floor 3. And really good. It's actually starts off with like a peanutty taste, and it goes right into like a very Demerara sugar taste, and got some cinnamon, and I get some of that like midway through. I get like the rum tropical fruit in it that you would typically find in a rum, and it's just really good. It's got a little bit of pepper at the end, little, cinnamon, but the finish is really, really, it's put together well. It's got a medium finish, and I really enjoy it for, what the price point I think was around $64, if I recall properly. But yeah, a really good pick for Russell's Reserve. This store typically puts out some really good products. They put a lot of thought behind it and a lot of effort behind their picks.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Let's go to Mark. Sir, what are you drinking tonight?
What's up, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, any others that are watching? So I am on the road. Go Marines. I'm a Navy guy. I'm being nice. I am sipping Blue Run from home.
Very nice.
Yeah, I was going to try to sip this Pinhook BBS pick. I killed it. So down the Blue Run, and I had my brother Gino up here sent me that Uncle Near's rye. It's a damn good rye, by the way. And my dad and I started tasting it, and I kind of forgot to pour myself one to go. So, but I will have someone Saturday when I get home.
Very good. Is that what you usually do? Like if you have a bottle open and you're just pouring and drinking, you're like, "Oh, this is a nice one. I want to take it on the road with me," and you get yourself a little sample bottle.
It depends on what I see.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, it depends on what I've been sipping on the time. So I think my next trip, I'm going to go. Oh, I hate it. I'm going Weller SR, Blanton's, Eagle Rare.
Blanton's toasted? No. I'm going to keep on with that. Don't worry. Billy, by the way, he said he's going to be back next week. I know he's busy working. He was appreciating your pick there. Let's go to Mr. Gino. Sir, what are you drinking tonight?
Gino is enjoying some Bardstown Fusion. This is number 5 in the series. I was looking for something I have tonight, something I haven't had in a while. This was lurking on the back of my shelf, and I'm like, damn, I forgot I had you. So, yes, Bardstown Fusion number 5, delicious pour. I'm still looking for those Origin Bardstowns. I have not seen them yet, but still on the lookout for those.
Okay.
Very nice, very nice. Rob, sir, what are you drinking?
Oh, this evening I am drinking, and you're not going to see it because it's going to wash out. But
Not too bad.
In celebration of Old Fourth getting, as you saw, I posted on our page, Old Fourth had closed down at the end of the year for operations, and they were bought by Short Barrel, and they're going to resume bottling the Old Fourth product and continue distilling.
Oh, it was short. I didn't realize that's who purchased. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
they're not gone.
They're not gone. I from what when I was at their place in Novemberish, from what the bartender told me at the distillery, they've got something like 1,000 barrels of product. So Short Barrel bought everything. They bought all their product, bought all their recipes. The owners stayed with them and will continue to do their product their way. So at least that's the way it sounds.
Could be a good thing. Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
we'll see.
We'll see.
Very nice.
This is a 4-year bottled and bond. It's very good. By the way, Mr. Mark, I do still have something from them for you, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
He's muted. There you go. There you go. So I've made a couple of small cracks so far about Toasted Blantons. If anybody is not in the know, Toasted Blantons is not a thing that is made by Buffalo Trace. This is somebody, and I'll let Chuck explain it because he's the one who brought it to us. But yeah, this is not something that is made by the distillery. This is something that you can, what would you call it? An aftermarket upgrade? Upgrade in giant square quotes.
What do you call that? Like a home brewing, maybe? Reinventing the product, ripping off the wax and doing something with it, and then throwing a sticker on it and re-waxing it. I don't know. It's just kind of odd.
Altering the product. Do you know?
Yeah, it's a good question. What they're doing with it, you know?
Because this could turn into a real like slaughterhouse /
Oh, sure.
Emperor's New Clothes, like
absolutely,
which is a deep cut reference to a prank we played once. But telling somebody it was something really nice in the bottle and it was Slaughterhouse, and they put on airs of how great it was. But Jody will appreciate that. So the question is, one, are they even changing it, or are they putting a sticker on it and expecting everyone to pretend like they can pick up the toasted, the notes of what is kind of more common to toasted barrels? Who knows? We're never going to try it. But yeah, this is some guy or guys, presumably, who have removed the label, put on a sticker. Maybe they opened the bottle. Maybe they did something to it. Maybe they didn't. And are rebranding it as Toasted to try and sell to suckers, basically.
Right. Yeah, it's basically. Go ahead, David. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm just. My curiosity about it more than anything else is, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, first of all, because one, everyone's already obsessed with Blantons, and it's, we call it a tater bottle now. I think more or less ubiquitously on the show. We used to kind of revile the term tater, but like, yeah, if you're gonna get in line just to spend $80 to $100 or more on a bottle of Blantons, like you're being suckered by the hype. That's why they're calling you a tater. Maybe I've come around on that. I don't know. But the idea that people are this obsessed and it's this hyped, overhyped for which Blanton's is, and we've talked about it many times on the show. It's not a bad bottle. It's just not worth all of this. Mm-hmm. And then to take it and then do something extra to it, presumably so you can charge even more money for it. My question is, do you think it's realistic to believe people will be taken in by this? Because even someone who may buy into the hype, they still know what a real product is versus some, kind of bootleg bullshit, which is what this sounds like. Do you think they'll still go for it or no?
Yep.
You think they'll still go for it?
Yes.
You think they'll still go for it? Mark, tell me why.
Okay. Let me give you a quick metaphor.
Okay.
So one day last week, early this week, I can't remember what day it was. There was a post, and I think it was Junkies or Lovers. I'm not sure. I can't remember which one of the groups. And there was there was a gentleman that made a statement, because with Weller dropping, with Sazerac products dropping all over the nation like crazy. Somebody posted that they were sipping some Pappy, and that they were making that same Weller SR joke. And so someone came in there and said, well, Pappy's isn't that's not a bourbon, and Weller isn't bourbon.
What?
So how come it's not a bourbon? Because it's a weeder.
Oh boy.
I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. And then the guy proceeded to argue with people about it.
I mean, this is the danger of the internet, first of all, because someone, and you don't even know if you're talking to someone who's being genuine versus someone who's saying the dumbest thing possible just to get a rise out of people and then argue about it because they can, because that's the way the internet works.
I doubt it was because he tried to play it off at the end after he got manhandled in the group. Yeah. I have to see if I can find it. I think I took a screenshot of it. I meant to send it to you, but I don't remember what I was doing, so I didn't get to read the entire thread. Yeah. So Weller products are not bourbon, folks, because anything that's a weeder is not a bourbon.
Because Rando 9547 said that they're not.
Exactly.
Oh, good Lord.
This is what happens. I'm going to get political if I don't stop. Okay, go ahead.
Does anyone else agree with Mark?
Yeah.
As far as they'll buy it hook, line, and sinker. Yes.
Okay. And why is that?
Because I've got this brand new. This is the new thing. This is the latest and greatest. Look at me. Wait. Let me get my watch. Let me get my steering wheel. Get the crotch shot. I got it.
Yeah.
Those are coming back. Oh my God, I hate those.
Got that toasted.
I know,
Blantons.
and
they are.
Move
for
over,
a while
go
it
top.
seemed to die down, but there's been more and more and more of that lately, and it's like, people, come on, grow the fuck up. Really.
But
somebody started it again, and everyone thought it was cool.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
That's exactly why they will do it, because I found this unicorn in the wild. It is Blanton's toasted. This is very rare. Oh my God, I am so fabulous because I've got this now.
They're right about one point. It is very rare.
That's the mentality that's going to go out, search for it, and buy it.
And that's the thing is, someone, whoever's doing that is doing that absolutely to sucker that kind of consumer.
Yep.
You're saying, well, there's only, 20 of these or 40 of these in existence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you can charge whatever you
very
want.
Limited run.
For someone who doesn't know any better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a very, very limited run. Yeah.
That's the thing is they're trying to sucker in those that don't know any better.
And this ties into kind of sort of the meta conversation that we've been having too about the rise of pricing as a way to try and compete / stamp out the secondary market pricing. Well, because if it costs so much more to just go into a store and get yourself a bottle of Blanton's, period, it's going to cut into what you can make on the secondary, right? Or at least that's the initial theory. This is a way to, to fight back against that. You're saying now you've got a super extra special one that's got a sticker, or someone said stripper glitter in the VIP chat, or whatever it is.
It could
to make it much more special, and now you can charge whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, it could be somebody who was mass buying as much Blantons as they could, so they could resell it on the secondary. Found out that was slowing down. How can I move some more of this? Hey,
right.
Yeah.
Let's create a new variety that even the distillery doesn't know about.
And it's not really as much as of slowing down. It's just that the prices
he's not getting the price
he's not maximizing his profits or her profits. And, you can razz these things, for example. I don't know if you're familiar with razzing, but it's like a form of gambling. And you pick a number from 1 to 10 and they throw a number up that says maybe, everybody has to throw in $35 and the ball lands on your number. You're a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it.
So, in this case, that's what this one, is pretty much doing. They're not really secondarying it, but they're really just basically, it's a gambling type thing here where everybody throws in so much money and takes a chance at, winning one of these bottles, and, where they're re-waxed and they just put a sticker over top of the other one, of course, the original sticker.
That's all. Sure. That was like, wow.
And then you have to go ahead.
The wax didn't even look good on that. Look at that picture. No. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
It's custom. It's custom wax.
Yeah.
Lily said, "You can't fix stupid." Boy, truer words were never spoken.
And then you have to look at this, from Buffalo Trace's standpoint. Where does this become brand infringement, maybe? And, where Buffalo Trace has been known to put the kibosh on some of these tater bottles if they find out. There's some groups that'll go out and basically take a bottle of, say, any product out there and try to relabel that with a Pappy Van Winkle product or Van Winkle product, say like the 10-year, and they'll just put a new color of label on it. Instead of it being like a yellowish beige color, it'll now be a fluorescent green color or a neon green color, and they'll change a few of the letters and words and dawdle it up a little bit and try to get away with that. But Buffalo Trace has been very good at sending people letters.
Yeah.
The cease and desist.
Which they need to here as well if they haven't already.
But I think this one will get by because of the whole thing that they're doing it in these Raz groups. And it's probably on a small scale.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, is that it's going to be hard to track down who's responsible for it. It would take a lot of effort over what's probably in reality like a dozen bottles or something.
Well, I think there's a group name on it though.
Oh yeah.
On that label that they placed on it, so I think that they would be able to trace it back to them. I'm sure through one of the the groups out there, the large groups, and get them that way. But if they felt like it, but this has gone on a lot. This happens a lot with this type of stuff.
No.
Groups try to maximize profits where they could get between $300 and $400 for a bottle instead of $125
for sure,
$150.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point, and this actually also ties back into the conversation we had. What was that last week about the Fireball cinnamon and all that stuff? That this is it's deliberately misleading. That's why I was wondering, what's the realistic expectation that someone would get snowed by this and think that it's an actual distillery made product versus something that's been monkeyed with. It's misleading to somebody because if they don't know any better, they could see this and they just assume that this is a distillery made Blanton's product. And it's borrowing from that, that name recognition and the expectations that customers would have of seeing a bottle of Blanton's with the logo and all the, the trademarked everything. So it'd be absolutely would have their ass out if they get caught with this. So,
yeah.
And I hope they do.
What was it? Go ahead, Mark.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I'm curious to see if they will let it go for a little while before they step in. Give it a month or so of burn, then step in you know, a little more free advertisement for them, you know.
Sure. And what I wanted to mention was there was a bottle a while back that there was a parody of one of the horse racing guys. I think it was Bob Baffert, possibly.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
And it got really heated, and there was a lot of trouble over that one. And they were taken to court over that. There was a store in one of the Facebook groups, and they had to monetize this guy.
Yep. They had to pay Baffert a good bit of money.
Yes. Yeah.
He went after him and said,
What exactly did they do? Do you recall details?
I believe they had to pay him a certain amount of money. They had to provide him with all of the bottles that were remaining. Anybody that had one had to basically forfeit their bottle if they still had it. But I'm sure they'll claim they don't, and it ended up in the trash can or something like that. But in hopes that it'll actually down the road, make them a fortune, because it'll be the last bottle left, of course. But they got into some big trouble over that.
They slapped a sticker on it, kind of poking when Baffert got kicked out of Churchill Downs for doping his horses.
Yep.
And they did something on a bottle with his name, and they used his name and his likeness without asking him, and he went after them hard.
Well, the photograph or the picture that they placed on it was pretty damning. I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, I think he had some big, huge needle in his hand, and it was crazy.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
And that was a store. That wasn't
it was a store.
That was a store in Kentucky.
It was a store in a group, one of the Facebook groups, I guess, and they were both involved in it. But that's where we're at right now.
You got to think, like, do you guys not pay attention to athletes and see all of these people that, even college athletes getting their name, image, likeness deals? Like, doesn't that scream at you like, hey, we should probably not do this? Because their names are probably copyrighted, trademark out there somewhere. I don't know.
Well, a lot of it's about just brand recognition. If that's, and if you've monetized that, even if it's your own personal likeness or a logo or whatever it is, like if that is how you make money in the world, and people do this, I think of like internet, like streamers and things like this. I saw, and I'm going to risk getting tangential here, but I saw something today, and I don't know who it is, and I don't even know what they normally do, but it was some streamer had their likeness used in a shit you not AI generated deep fake porn. Like, that's a thing that I learned about today, that even exists. And like, people were arguing about, well, what's the, you can't prove that it's really supposed to look like them and blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I mean, the law is pretty clear about this kind of stuff. And I don't argue with people, sometimes I just read shit, but I don't argue with people anymore. But like, seeing this back and forth and going, no, I mean, the law is pretty clear. When you use something like that, you're kind of using what is intentional, that kind of branding, and you're taking your own purposes with it, whether or not you're making money or not. Like, it doesn't matter. You're abusing that. Like, it's going to be your ass, at some point or another, because you're fucking with people's money at the end of the day. And also a horrible violation of privacy and just consent and decency and all these other things with regards to that. But I mean, just in general, to bring it back to the bottles, like if his visage of his likeness is kind of part of his brand, like, you use these things, you're taking something that's his without his permission. So
and
whatever he did, I don't know shit about horses and all that stuff.
And in the process, you're also defaming him, which is
a
portion of the other suit.
Yes.
It was the whole defamation of character, too.
Yeah. 100%. I need another drink. How about you guys?
I may end up doing a little bottle kill tonight, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go. Get it.
I will do a bottle kill.
That doesn't count. That does not count. you gotta go 2 for 1 to call it a bottle kill.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He's got him.
He's got him.
This was last night.
There you go.
As a amazing.
David, what are you drinking?
What am I drinking? This is the Redemption High Rye Bourbon Single Barrel Select.
Oh, okay, nice.
So this is 105 proof, non-chill filtered, all that good stuff. Yeah, 36% rye in the mash bill. Very nice. Yeah, it's a good one. It is 60% corn too, so you get some sweet with it too.
Okay.
So it's not just pure burn. I think the first time I tried it as a sample, it was like super hot. But I guess since then, it's kind of mellowed. I don't know. Neck pour, maybe. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, those neck pours can be
you were
tricky.
talking about the PA group talking about neck pours and shit. I was like, well, the neck pour is the only part that's really good. You got to throw away the rest. Like that's the thing that rises. You should tell them that.
All I could do was laugh and.
Yeah, you just.
No one. It's funny since I posted my response to because the guy said something about a neck pour and wait for it to air out. I'm like, neck pour, explain. And put his explanation of what the neck pour was, and I just said, yeah, that's a bourbon fallacy. Let's just start with the pure physics of when you tilt the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just start there.
Logical.
Unreal. People believe that shit, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they do.
And then we wonder why someone's going to buy Blanton's Toasted.
Right.
Yes.
That's where we are. These are the jokes,
Unfortunately, the group that Rob is speaking about would be on the front door of that guy's building, hanging on the door looking for it.
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Yes, they would. Those boys are cool. They're interesting.
I mean, if you have a bottle of, let's see, Blanton's Buffalo Trace, apparently the new thing is bourbon cream, the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. Apparently that's the hot new ticket now. So
it's all of a sudden like it's new.
Yeah.
I popped into the local state store this afternoon just to see if they had anything interesting in. And they had bourbon cream behind the counter of their cash register on the shelf.
What?
And it wasn't even like the full 750s. It was the 375 bourbon creams.
Oh, Lord.
What do they want
Wow.
for it?
BT
What do they
bourbon
want for it? You remember?
Oh, I didn't even ask. Liberty
Fair enough.
Liberty Pool Spirits makes a bourbon cream that is constantly on their shelf that smokes Buffalo Trace's bourbon cream. And I mean, it smokes it.
Nice.
Every Sunday morning in the coffee. You can guarantee I do a quarter to a third of a bottle on a Sunday morning. Damn, I just didn't say that out loud, did I?
Hey, you know what? I feel you. I also love coffee. I need my coffee in the morning.
Every day.
Well,
I do a little bit of Shanky's Whip, but
another thing that another product that seemed to have eluded people for the longest time because I don't think they really knew it was a Sazerac product, and it wasn't on their website. It was Hancock's.
Yes. Hancock's Reserve.
Yeah, that one was basically, I could find that constantly on the shelves in October, November, and it was really easy to find. And it's just now, this past, October, November, December, now it's really gotten to the point where it's hard to find.
I ain't seen it in PA yet, so.
Oh boy.
What did I see? Actually, PA just started getting in, and I saw this on the shelf, was the Jack Daniels Bonded.
Oh, really?
They had the triple mash when it came out.
Uh-huh.
And I just saw the bonded on the shelf. Now, a friend of mine got me a bottle, and it's sitting at his place, so I didn't pick one up. But
Yeah, that's been flying off the shelves because of the reviews.
the rating.
Yeah.
That was it. The #1 whiskey from Whiskey Advocate.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what, for the bonded.
Yeah.
Jack Daniels.
I've
bonded.
heard. I guess the reviews I've heard, and especially our own Jeff, who sometimes participates, kind of panned that one out, saying the bonded is just really not impressive at all. But the triple distilled, he thought was
triple mash
excellent.
is fantastic.
And I've heard
Yes,
other
it
people
is.
say that the triple mash really is where it's at.
That triple mash is the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably pick up triple mash. I don't think I would pick up bonded based on what I heard. But if you get it from a friend, and not to shit on anybody, and if you like it, you like it. Jody's
Sure.
not here, so no one has to cower.
But it's not bourbon.
Oh yeah. Well, Jeff's
my
not,
first answer is I don't give a fuck.
Jeff's not here to correct you.
Yeah.
But yeah, at first it was the triple mash. And when that first came out, the triple mash and the bonded, the triple mash was flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
Bonded would hang around for a little bit longer. Now it's both on the shelves. Bonded flies off the shelf first.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is due to the people that are new, and I'm not going to say taters, but it's the new people that are driving
it's the puffery.
this. Yeah.
Puffery.
It's the puffery. They're reading those articles. They're seeing those articles. Going, I guess I got to go buy that now.
Got to go chase that one down.
Got to have that one in my collection.
Hey, it was the top whiskey of 2022. Oh my God, I got to find it.
Mm-hmm. Just like Seagrass was a big one last year.
Yep.
The good thing with the partial good thing with that kind of, because there's so much Jack hate. That's the only reason you can find it on shelf at all, because
yes,
they're so scared to post it because they don't know if they're going to get Jack hate and they're not going to get love.
You're exactly right.
Tasting to see if they like the damn bottle. Just weird.
For real. Yeah. I mean, that's how people are, though.
I'm going to do another series of hated bottles. Damn it.
You absolutely should.
Nope.
Get your haterade. Get your haterade.
Get your haterade out.
Yep.
Actually, I'll do it after we pop the So my dad and my son's birthday is coming up next week, so we're gonna pop that old Carter. Chuck, thank you.
Nice.
So I've only been home for a few hours in the last 10, 12 days. So I don't know if there's gonna be any more apple butter left. I meant to hide the bottle before I left because my dad eats it every morning. So
I can take care of that.
I'll let you know. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Man, it's so damn good. But yeah,
it is. It really is.
And so I asked my son, I sent him a text. I said, how's the Eagle Rare? I left the Eagle Rare on the counter. He said, it's almost gone. He held it up. The bottle was only one sip when I left on Sunday. It's like this much left.
Wow.
Damn.
DJ, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
DJ.
What's happening, DJ?
Good to see you, sir.
And
is that a national shirt that he's wearing in that picture?
Oh,
there it goes.
Or caps?
I can't tell, honestly.
Uh,
Oh, there
Could
it
be a
is.
Philly
Bottle
shirt.
kill.
Bottle kill.
Yep. Nice.
Good thing I really got about a third of a day of work to do tomorrow. Sorry, boss, if you're watching.
DJ says he's doing fine. That's good. I hope you're drinking something nice tonight, DJ. But,
you need to get
it's going to be really bad television. Try to have a conversation with him through text, though.
Needs to get his technical issues fixed so he can join us.
Yeah, man, you got to get your setup there.
Oh, nice.
Woodford.
Yep.
You can really never go wrong with Woodford.
No, killed my double oak last night.
Oh, man.
That's what I got to get another double
I
oak.
think I still got one.
Yep.
I have to check.
Yeah, I saw some of those on the shelf today.
Oh, what did he say now?
What's the other thing?
He said no shit. That's funny. But yeah, I was saying before the show that like I have all my bottles are in a cabinet, and it's like a relatively a lot in a confined space. I say relative in this group because I know. If you know, you know, and I know relatively a lot in a confined space, and so like a lot of stuff just ends up in the back, and it's very dark back there, and so I ended up picking from the same group of bottles that are up in the front of the shelves. I was like, I need to pull back there, and that's where I found that redemption that was sitting back there. So happy to pull that out tonight. I got to see what else I got back there. I got some things I'm like, I'm gonna hold off on finishing this till I ever find a replacement, but
yeah.
By and large, it's like, yeah, let's see what's got to sample around because I haven't actually bought a bottle for myself in a while. I think the last couple of bottles I bought were around Christmas time, and those went out, as dog shampoo. I was talking about bottles of dog shampoo, if anyone was wondering. But yeah, other than that, I haven't bought anything new in a little while. I'm trying to whittle down some of the things that feel less important. But yeah. Enjoying it.
I'm going to say
enjoying the whittling.
I'm going to try and do that, but every time I do, I walk into.
You don't have to lie. It's okay.
I walk into some place like the Party Source, and you're just looking at yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've done well. I've only
I will say, in the state of Pennsylvania, I have not bought a bottle in the state of Pennsylvania recently.
There you go.
Yeah, no.
I've only
That's hilarious.
2 or 3. That's good for me. Last year at this point, I was probably already at 20 bottles by now.
Man. Yeah, that's high yield.
Not that far.
I'm not traveling a ton right now or for the next couple of weeks, so I won't have that temptation to go visit those stores in other states.
The funny thing is I have an ABC not quite a mile from me. And, VA ABC has been doing these drops, and they have not done one since I've been here. I think that's a gift. I think.
Yeah, I've been seeing the people, they'll just pop into a store and they'll see something.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a guy picked up a Midwinter's Night Dram. It was like the last one on the shelf, so quite interesting. Lots of, and I think we may have touched on this earlier, but Mark from Savannah said he's getting a lot of allocated products.
Oh yeah.
Just because these other distributors are we've talked a couple of shows back about RNDC. They're all getting afraid now that Saz is going to come after them. So that product is miraculously getting released
everywhere.
Yeah.
DJ's asked. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Mark.
No, I'm just saying we're getting flooded in Phoenix, so
yeah.
DJ, cook with
DJ asked. He said, "How do you dispose of unwanted bottles of bourbon you just hate?" Gene said cooking usually.
Usually,
I drink
like
that shit. If I really just don't like a bottle very much, I was like, that means I can kill that bottle in a short amount of time and not feel bad about it.
Yeah, I do the same
I
thing.
mean, a couple of days. Like, I'm just gonna drink that fucker.
It was a couple weeks ago. We had that episode about the bottles that we hated, and I've still got that Rossville Union bottled in bond that I can't even cook with.
Get some pork chops.
No, I'm not ruining pork chops with that stuff, man. It's going to sit there. Somebody's going to come along. It's going to like that and say, "Hey, take it home with you."
What was that, Gino? About $20?
Right around that point, yeah.
Okay.
It was not expensive. I thought I had a diamond in the rough until I tasted it.
Take it and put it into a pot. Reduce it a little bit. Get it flamed off. Done a bunch of brown sugar into it. Put a little maple syrup into it. Put a little ketchup into it.
So
some seasoning. Make a barbecue sauce.
Mashed beyond all recognition.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought about that.
You're going to get a.
Don't let Billy hear that.
It's going to have to be something that's majorly reduced.
Filibuster shit. Yeah, I've heard that I should pass on that.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Sometimes it gets hard though because I hear so many opinions from even if there's a consensus opinion, there's so many bottles out there. I was like, I can't remember what people said about that one. Do I pass on that, or do I want to?
Some of the
Everybody's palate's different.
For sure.
You may enjoy it. To me, it's like I want to give that to my worst enemy.
Some of the filibuster, and maybe because I know them, but some of the filibuster, the longer aged bottles, which are I think 6 to 8 years in their case, those actually aren't bad. But some of the younger ones, I'm probably not a big fan of, but those I cook with, and they actually make decent. They make decent drinks. They're good mixers.
There you go. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. If it's truly like, it has to be really fucking bad for me to be like, no, I'm not gonna touch this unless I'm making a mixer. Yeah. I picked up like a Rana Bulow or some shit. This rum that's like bottom shelf. I think it was not technically in a plastic bottle, but might as well have been. I tried one of them neat. It's so fucking bad. I'm like, I can't drink this again until I get a bottle of like pineapple juice or ginger beer or something. And when I'm saying it, it's fucking bad. All right. Like it's bad rum.
Chuck, how did you like that filibuster I sent you a while ago? I forget which one it was. I can't remember.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
That was a couple 2 years ago, I think.
Yes, it was. I think that was a 4 year, I think.
It was a 4 year. Okay.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. It's not bad actually. It's just okay, I guess you would say.
Just okay, yeah. Because I think the one I sent you, one of the few times I've actually sent a bottle that I hadn't tried yet, or I thought I tried that one. I later found out that's not the one I tried.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because it's been how long have they been out open?
Little green balls of death.
That's a good question. They told me, but I don't.
I've had good Brussels sprouts. Go ahead.
But
like I said, some of their 6 and 8 year bottles, those are a lot better.
They should be just coming up, right? The 8 year bottles.
Yeah, I got a chance to taste one before it was even bottled or packaged or anything.
Ooh. Okay,
it wasn't bad.
But I think they just get a bad rap from what happened in the past.
Yeah, that whole water issue with them.
Yeah.
You can't come. People still pull up the article from 4 or 5 years ago and say,
yes,
I don't like them. Like,
yeah,
dude, they fixed that 3 times over since then. But people don't look. People don't read.
But it's also just reputation. You remember how you felt about something. And
because a lot of people will say
with you, and you create that association in your mind.
Because I think what happens is people think, well, since you did this, what did you do with that?
Yes,
right.
It's
like you've lost trust, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yep.
Like you screwed me over on this, so when I see that same brand or whatever, I go, I'm associating that with a violation of trust, basically. That I gave my money on something and it was bad. So
yep. What surprises me, to move on to a different subject, is what is that one? Mark, what are you drinking right now? You said Blue Run.
Yeah, Blue Run. The High Ride.
Blue Run. Their products are starting to sit on shelves now, I noticed.
Yeah, price point is too damn high. Yep.
Reflection 1, and then there's a new Emerald.
Yep.
And there's a Flight Series. The Flight Series moved pretty quick, but the Reflection 1 and the new Emerald that just came out is sitting on shelves and it's not moving. Oh, and I agree with Mark. You're right. I think the price point is just
what is the price
way over the top, about $90-$95.
Yeah. If it's untested to me, I'm not going to fuck with something like that.
Dave, if you're lucky, you can find Reflection at 97 if you're lucky.
Yes,
if I'm lucky.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Typically, they're like in about a 110 price range.
How many bottles of Evan Williams I can get for that?
Don't even start on that.
Though. Williams up in here.
Now
they actually
you find for 85 if you're lucky.
Last week at the Party Source, one of the newer releases of the Blue Run was not in their display cases, locked up behind the shelf, where you had to say, "Hey, I want the." Like it was on the shelf with everything else at $99 a bottle. I'm like,
wow.
Oh, they had the Barrel Vantage at $89 in the case.
Oh, so that went up in price.
Wow.
And that one was another one that was in the top 5, right? If I were,
Yeah,
like number 3.
because I remember that one at like $72.
Bourbon leather, what? Vanilla.
Bourbon leather vanilla.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's lovely.
It's not bad.
Nice.
It's interesting.
Huh.
It's getting hot though. Shit.
Are you sure that's not an Econo Lodge? I'm just saying.
Look, I take candles.
Motel 8, man.
That is an inside joke.
Yeah,
Hey,
pay by the hour.
Every
Yeah.
trip I take candles.
Yeah. DJ asked, I mean, it's a smart move. Have anyone tried Castle and Key, the
Weeded
bourbon?
Not yet.
Have not tried that. Anybody got intel?
No,
No.
I have not seen that. I don't get a chance to see the Castle and Key products.
I
And
should put in Palo Santo.
I've had their
Excellent.
first release product, and I wasn't impressed. And I think I mentioned this previously on a previous show.
yeah,
Wasn't really impressed with that one at all.
And I'm
He
pissed
says
because I haven't opened that damn bottle
DJ
yet.
says the weeded's awesome.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that.
Yeah, I have
The
to.
weeder's gonna carry pretty different characteristics.
It's kind of rare that I don't like a weeder though.
Yeah.
From me.
yeah. No, you are a weeder guy.
I am. Yeah, and I have no
Like
problems. Have no problem drinking wheat.
Yeah. Have you ever had the Hewling Station wheat?
What color is the label? Probably. but what color-
It's gray. The one that's the weeder.
No,
I
I
think
haven't
so.
had the gray.
It's a-
I've had the red and the blue label.
I know I've had the red and the blue. I'm not sure about the others.
So the red
think
and
that-
blue, one is their straight bourbon, and the other one is the blend. Honestly, I think the blend of the weeder and the bourbon is the best. And I can't remember which color label that is. I actually have it.
I can't. I don't
But
know. It's a good
the
question.
gray, the weeder, like I habitually will grab one if I see it.
Okay.
Just because it's enjoyable. Yeah, if you'd ever be interested, I'll send you one next time I'm out. But
Okay. Let me
Not
see if I
anyway.
have it. Let me see what
see
I
if
have.
you have it at home first. Yeah.
I have at least one or two of those bottles.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, Ewing's good.
Yeah.
DJ wants to know. I guess that was to Chuck. What number release did you try?
Oh, that was released the first one.
Yeah.
Your first one.
Yeah.
I picked up one. That's
And
when
that
I
one
picked-
didn't have a whole lot of age. It was they were getting product out.
Yeah, they were trying to
Stuff.
squeeze that out as fast as they could, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think the blender, I think they let her go. I can't recall her name.
Oh, she's gone already?
Oh, she was gone right after that first one. They released her right after that. Mary, no.
I know. I can't. I know you're talking about. That was quick.
It was very quick.
Oh shit!
Because they were pumping.
Everybody was trying to figure out if that was the reason why, because it got terrible reviews, and it just didn't. I mean, everybody bought it, of course, because they had a big to do at the Castle and Key, and I think you were allowed up to a case or two, so everybody bought it in anticipation of it being, something out of this world, and it was a letdown apparently.
Says 1 and 2 are available, but 3 can't be found. But you had the first one, you said.
Yes.
And I actually, that was one of the things I didn't see on because I was actually looking for a Castle and Key product because I wanted to try it, and I did not see that at Party Source, which is interesting.
Okay, well, just
I've
stay
seen
away.
their basic offering around, yeah, but as to the others,
That's in my opinion, anyway. Stay away from one.
Okay.
I mean, it's solid intel. So. As always.
Yep.
Thank you, Chuck.
That's right. Godfather has spoken.
Godfather has spoken.
So, one other product that's, I just wanted to mention this that I'm looking forward to actually is the Uncle Near single barrel. I can't wait to find that one.
I know.
Yeah.
If I can.
I'll keep an eye out.
Please do, sir.
'cause I'm trying to get back out there a little bit more. Like I said, I've whittled down some things, so I've got some room. So yeah, I already know my next 2 bottles are the Florida Canna 18 and the Uncle Nearest Rye, like regardless of what else. But I'll keep an eye out for some of these other things we've been talking about.
Oh, you don't have a Florida Canna 18?
Yeah, I can get it. I haven't gone to the right local. Like I go to one and they'll have a 12, but like it's not unavailable to me. I just you know, I don't go every day because I'm not trying to spend all my money on liquor. Check the name, guys. Check the name.
Because I really do enjoy that one. That one's a very good one.
Yeah, it's stayed in my damn mind too.
Yeah, it's almost gone too.
About the saltwater taffy. Yeah, I'm like, I need
and that toffee or coffee taste to it. Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, that was a very memorable tasting explanation. So anyway,
and then of course the other big one I'm looking for, or at least I'm hoping to get at least one. I'm sure if I can only get one, that'll be fine with me. Is the Michter's Celebration?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to look around here.
I mean, I know it's a big chunk of money.
I already know.
It's a large chunk,
it's
but
a huge chunk of money. But
Sorry,
if
brother,
I can get that one, I'm set for the year now.
That's a Jody question. That's what that is.
Yeah,
I keep missing the damn toasted barrel. Michter's toasted. I keep missing them. Damn.
I know. I keep missing that one too.
And I like that bottle. And I'm missing it at, of course, you guys know I'm not paying crazy prices, but I just keep missing it at retail. Right. I missed it one day because I went and got some damn chorizo.
But Mark, it's food.
Chorizo is fucking delicious though.
Chorizo, man.
That is true. So I don't know if I told you guys this. I may have.
Even when you lose, you win.
Yeah, I have mine. We had a high-end grocery store. So I have this kind of routine. I go in, I hit the meat counter at the deli, then go see my guy in the bourbon and wine aisle. Because I stopped and got some damn chorizo, I walk up. Here's one of my buddies. You knew this, didn't you? Hey, Jeff, fuck you, but I love you. He watches on occasion.
That's hilarious. Yeah, we got some viewers today. So it's funny, like the actual topic. Welcome. Like all that many people, but yeah, we get it. Numbers are up now that we're just bullshitting. So
that's what we do.
What it's all about.
As one does.
People. I think people get a lot from just our basic conversation because we talked about a shit ton of different products tonight.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Structure is nice, but the banter, I think we all enjoy. I think that's what really brings us all back. We're not here.
Right.
We're not running a damn radio show. It's we're here to have some fun and drink and talk about what we like and stay away from and what ridiculous ass people are doing.
I'm still shocked because I'm still learning. More people watch us than I realize. Mm-hmm. Now I don't know. I think maybe they're watching in pieces because I'll get stopped, like especially if I'm home in Arizona, I'll get stopped and people say stuff like, "Dude, hey, man, I love the show, man. You guys are funny." I have never seen you log in. When the hell? So I have no clue.
After it was, I think what's happening is like after last week's show, and it was the first one that really I've noticed doing that. It kept popping up over and over and over again on my timeline. And I'm like,
no, that's cool, man. Like,
this is nice that it's on my timeline, but I was there firsthand.
I was there. I'm not going to watch it again because I was there.
But I mean, it must have done that maybe about a dozen times, and it's like,
it gets.
Maybe
around.
that's where people are picking it up at. I don't know.
It's how algorithms and shit work. It's
to quote the thing that Chuck posted in the VIP. There's none of us here who are whiskey douche lords.
Oh, dude, I enjoyed that.
That was great. That was funny.
I enjoyed that.
That was a great one.
I've not laughed that hard in a while. My wife's like, "What in the hell are you watching?" I'm like, Honey, you wouldn't understand it if I
My
tried to
friends,
explain it to you.
I'm watching my friends
Yeah.
talk dumb on the internet. DJ says Mixer's Toasted is freaking awesome. I have no doubt that it is.
Yes,
Mm.
Lord, it is. Yes, it is.
I have not partaken, but I have no doubt that it is.
Hey,
I think it's hard to fuck up a toasted bottle.
Yeah.
Not impossible.
other than Blanton's toasted.
Blanton's toasted.
See how I
Yeah.
brought it back?
Yeah.
My God.
there's always one.
But I'm telling you, if when I can get back to Kansas City, I'll have to see if I can work out something with my guys. I'm gonna try to get my hands on a case of that damn Red Line elements.
Mm.
You guys gotta try this damn bottle. It's a damn good bottle. Red Line doing some things, man.
Nice.
If you can get them, get your hands on that at Elements. And now it was only 2022, Missouri only, and supposedly sometime in 23. Now we got 12 months, but sometime in 23 it's going to be released nationwide, and they're expanding their distribution because they're only in like 5 states right now, 5 or 6 states.
Yeah, I've never seen their product.
Yeah, Chuck, when I get home, I'm gonna send you a sample of Elements, and I'm gonna send you that Jay Rieger's monogram. That's the 100.
Oh, nice.
The 100-year cask. I'm gonna send you some samples of that.
Yeah, there's still a bottle sitting at one of my guys' places, but it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm just not sure I want to take that gamble. You know what I mean? Because it's up there.
No, I'll send you this one and see if you like it.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I'm just curious to hear your tasting notes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Rob,
It's
this
worth-
bottle is funky, Rob. It is
Chuck,
funky.
you could be
It's
a YouTube
funky.
personality, whatever, like unto yourself, just through the tasting notes and stuff. People would want to. I would think people would want to just give you shit just to hear your tasting notes about it. Like, streamers, they do like the unboxing videos. People will like say, I swear, I don't understand really why this works, but it does. People will, like, if you are some internet personality, people will send you shit just to watch you open it, like in a recording.
Really?
Like, I like thousands of dollars worth of shit for nothing,
Yes.
just for
Wow.
the privilege of getting to watch this person pay attention to it.
And you get to keep it?
And they get to keep
Yeah.
it. They send you stuff. Either it's a company or
I need
or
that.
just individuals. Who are
Wow.
like, this is gonna be really fun. We're gonna send this person presents so we can watch them open it on the internet.
Okay.
And we're gonna pay to watch him open it while he's opening it. And I'm like, I work too goddamn hard. What am I doing with my life?
Wow.
This is somebody's job. Like, wow.
The guy who owns Barstool, David Portnoy.
Mm-hmm.
he
Yeah, the
does
pizza
a-
guy?
Yeah. So he does his pizza reviews, right? During pandemic, when he couldn't get to the pizza shops, he was doing frozen pizza reviews.
Oh,
He actually had to lease a space in a building across the street from his apartment to take and store the amount of frozen pizzas that were being sent to him for him
Wow.
to try.
I mean, it's
The boxes. He said he's like, what? I was getting 10, then it was 20. Then the delivery guys couldn't get it in front of my apartment anymore. I had to go lease a little space to have my delivery sent there.
holy moly.
Yeah, frozen
That's
pizzas.
unreal.
Huh.
Just so he would try, so Joe Blow's frozen pizza from somewhere in South Texas
Yeah.
because they were freezing their pizzas and shipping them out.
jeez.
Gee whiz.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's the Wild West out there with this stuff. It really is. I hope. Okay, so I got rid of most of my social media stuff, but I still have Reddit because to look at nerd shit, to look at video games and stuff like that. Reddit, just about that. Like, I don't want to argue with anybody. No politics, none of that stuff. And but I end up just seeing the wildest shit that they put on there. The lives of streamers and the stuff that they do. It is so bizarre. There are streamers who will literally lay in their bed and sleep, and people pay to watch this.
Yep.
I've been living my whole life wrong, guys. I'm telling you. You want to watch? You want to listen to me fart in my sleep? This is, pay me.
This isn't like OnlyFans, is it, or something?
It's not even OnlyFans. It's just streaming. I mean, I'm sure That is a thing. As part
Oh,
of
I'm
it,
sure. Yeah.
Rule
Hey,
34
DJ.
of the internet. Oh, yeah, by the way, yeah, go ahead. Respond to that.
No, sorry. Hey, DJ, give me a thumbs up if you like that. I saw that bottle terrified me.
Orange Curacao cast.
Yeah, my guys.
114 proof.
Wow.
Yeah, DJ, what'd you think?
They have like 8 different expressions of red line, and that was one of them. That bottle scared me. I was like,
Well, there's a
"Ooh."
Parker's Heritage orange as well that people were afraid of.
I love Parker's. I'm scared of that shit. Orange, and I like orange Curacao separately. I don't know if I want that.
Wow.
But I did see it. I may have put that in the group. I said, oh, I'm nervous about that one.
Oh, no.
And DJ
another
said,
one
no, I did not like
Not
it.
like-
There you go.
okay, well, that's all right.
That's what we needed to know.
Yeah, that's all we needed.
Yeah,
that's-
orange
sounds
Curacao.
about right.
That
It's a little too much.
Now for Gino, I was going to say the Smooth Amblers, the Founder's Cask, the bourbon and the rye are on their way.
Rye.
this month.
I love that rye. I've been
Man.
waiting patiently for that rye.
Yeah, they should be out like any day now.
That is one of my all-time favorites. I mean, that is some delicious stuff.
Like I said, Kane has that. Hey, Mike, if you're watching, I need that, man.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
honest,
Mike.
yeah. No, if you haven't had it, yeah, you need some of that. The Founder
Smooth Amber.
Series rye.
Some nice product. They have really good stuff.
They started out doing most of their stuff when they first started while they were waiting for their stuff to mature.
MGP.
Was MGP.
That's where to go.
And they were doing good stuff with that. And they're slowly getting more and more of their stuff out. And it's like, these guys, yeah, they know what the hell they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of under the radar. I don't talk about them much because I'd love for them to stay right there under the radar so I can find their stuff.
Mm.
But that is the one that, yes, I will pay what price they ask for that. No complaints whatsoever.
Nice.
Yep, it's that good. Matter of fact, Billy, if you're still watching, that's the one that I want to find a bottle of that olive oil to send down to Hialeah.
We love our olive oil around here. DJ says, speaking of rye, have y'all tried the Milan and Green? Female master distiller out of Texas.
Is she cute?
Okay, that's one of the ones that
I
Let me
just want to know if the rye is cute. That's my only
it's
concern.
gotten really popular because the Ascot gentleman started pushing that one a few months back, and stores started getting it in because of that fame.
Because he mentioned the name.
Yeah, it was on one of his lists, I think, and it got the attention of some stores, and
Mark,
people were falling all over themselves over that.
there.
That's a good. Oh, I like that.
That's a nice look like that.
Yeah.
Styling and profiling.
You just
right
need a
there,
jacket now, smoking jacket.
I know, right?
Smoking jacket in the middle.
Bourbon candles.
Candles.
man.
Good hook, Maker's Mark, and Blue Run.
The green is, DJ says green is sexy. Mr. Baker shows up. Well, Mark. Love and prayers your way.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you, John.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Hey, she's better than us now.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
I got sexy for a minute. Sorry. I apologize, guys.
You got you sex.
That's okay,
I'm
man.
telling you,
Things are heating up, man.
Fan out
It's
into an
heating up.
OnlyFans account.
And my fingers are burning the damn candle. Bourbon candle has heat.
I knew you were at the O'Connell Lodge. I knew it. I recognize that lampshade.
No,
I recognize that lampshade.
That's Motel 6, man. That's Motel 6.
Yeah.
This kid here is pissing me off.
Courtyard.
You don't gotta prove me wrong. Come on.
No, because the Courtyard is the most useless hotel. I'm sorry.
There you go. You hear that, Courtyard? You gotta hook him up, man.
Hey, I'm lifetime titanium.
We gotta figure out how to get free
Here's the
shit from
thing,
Courtyard.
Courtyard.
Complain
You gotta
about Courtyard, maybe
get
they'll
your
hook
stuff straight there, Courtyard. This man is always hungry.
Yes.
Exactly.
And by you not having a complimentary breakfast for this man,
Preach.
that is just effed up.
Amen.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank
Get
you.
your
You know,
stuff lined up.
pissing me
It
off.
is.
I gotta eat this foolishness. Look at this shit.
Oh,
Oh man,
Oh,
I take crap
man.
like that to work.
Mm.
And fast food.
Yeah.
And John Baker says Penelope Architect build number 4 is out. Nice.
Damn,
There
already?
you go.
nice.
Damn, that was quick.
Another thing to keep an eye out for.
Penelope's
sir.
not playing either.
Gonna have to stop by the
Where-
store tomorrow.
Damn.
I was at the I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express in the middle of God's country, Indiana. They had this freaking automatic pancake machine
Say, right.
for breakfast. It was and I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, now it can't keep up with volume,
No.
but you press a button, it drops the pancake batter on a belt, it
Smells
runs
like
it through
milk.
the oven, and it flips it out on the other side. It takes like a minute for 2 pancakes.
Holiday. Okay.
Damn.
That sounds like
Holiday Inn
Holiday.
Express.
Nice.
If you press the button correctly, she'll make you pancakes.
That's right.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like the Jetsons, but real life.
Yeah.
Everyone who laughed just dated themselves. Thank you.
Pretty much.
Little
Kids
jiggle,
today
jiggle.
don't know.
Yep. I heard all this, Greg. It's in there.
There you go. I was before we
Yeah,
got
I
on the
mean,
show.
That is crazy that Cortland doesn't offer anything for breakfast. I mean, even Hampton Inns have a breakfast.
Hampton
Oh,
Inn.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, they're that kind of weird middle hotel.
Yeah.
But it's like,
they'll go in like these
seriously.
areas like this, and and they'll make a killing. It's just I would have rather been in an apartment style or a full service. And so,
Yeah.
if you're familiar with Quantico is still pretty
Yes.
rural. Yeah, it's really rural.
We lived back in the late 80s. We were in Westridge, which is just north of Quantico.
And it hasn't changed very much, except
Oh,
there's now well, not far. If you go down a couple miles, there is, but otherwise, it's still the same Quantico from 20 years ago.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
nice. But I know, with the area where we were at, I mean, it's
Yeah,
blown up since we were down there.
I mean, the good
You're
thing-
talking late 80s, early 90s.
I'll get higher point value. I guess that's good.
Yeah.
I'll get higher points so another Marriott stay. I can use it. That'll be good.
There you go. You know what I like is Embassy Suites. I'm a
Yeah,
little biased, so I spend
oh, yeah,
a lot of
those
time
are
over there
nice.
actually
Yeah,
for
they
work.
are nice.
Oh, this smells
Yep.
just like
Their comp breakfast is really cool.
Yes, it is.
It's a good thing they got going there.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm getting hungry now.
That's it. The Embassy Suites I stayed at in Kentucky, just across from Cincinnati, had a very nice bar in the center of the
Mhm.
Embassy Suites
Mhm.
that had a very nice bourbon selection at it
Mm.
in Kentucky, naturally.
Yeah, Kentucky,
Yep.
of course.
Yeah.
The one in
I tried-
Murfreesboro, the bar's but the comp
Okay.
breakfast is where it's at.
No, even the one in Charleston, West Virginia, I used to have to go down there for a lot of meetings back in the day.
I've stayed
And,
at that. I've stayed at that downtown.
Yes,
Yeah, I've stayed there. Yep.
awesome selection.
Yep.
Awesome food.
Mhm.
We'd roll into that place, we wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
Happy hour was perfect. Everything was nice. It was all self-contained right there. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, beautiful.
Yeah. I used to fly into Charleston when I would work in
That's-
Huntington.
That's a fun little airport,
Mm.
Yes, it is.
Charleston. Because you shave the top of that hill right off, man. You just boom, there you are.
Hey, Rob, you want to talk about a crazy airport? That one, because the runway is on the side of a mountain, and you're on this damn 737 or larger. Like, you gonna land that shit there? It's like, damn.
Yep.
It made me flash back to being on an aircraft carrier.
That's pretty much, yeah.
Like, yo, this place too big for that runway, but they did it.
Well, that's one of the things here in West Virginia. We don't have flat land here.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not one drop.
So to bring this back around to Blanton's, I got the TV on in the background, and I just flipped into USA Network, and they
John
just
Wick?
flipped through the John Wick The original
I knew it,
John Wick.
John.
With the plans on.
They're coming out with number
Yeah.
4, I think, if it's not already
Yes.
out.
Yes.
I just saw the third one over Christmas break.
He's sitting there pouring his bottle of Blantons into his glass while the
There's
doctor's stitching him up.
Mm.
Pour my Blanton.
You know, if it's
never
him and
spills it,
Ian
man.
McShane, I'm sure they don't have to pay secondary for
No.
some
No,
Blantons.
they
They get that
don't.
shit at retail.
Man.
'Cause how could you upcharge John Wick?
Good luck
Exactly.
with that.
Explain that to me.
Especially if he has a pencil on his hand.
That's right.
Yeah, good luck with that.
He'll look at
Yeah.
you like you killed his dog.
Mm.
and with that, gentlemen, I think that's a good note to close on. Don't buy toasted Blantons. It's bullshit. Peace and love to everybody, except the person who made that stuff. And please check us out on YouTube, Facebook, all the places. Hit the little bell, like and subscribe. Thank you for our viewers, especially DJ Gino and
John.
and Mr. John,
Mr. John, yes.
Mr. John, who came in and got in these comments. I
Mr.
love
Billy.
to read. I'm like Ron Burgundy on the teleprompter. I will read what people say within reason and sometimes not within reason, but that's what I do. It's it is night, boys. John said, "We see." I told you I'd do it. But again, we're gonna go into the after show because I still have some alcohol to drink. But we'll be back next week. Y'all have a
Be good
nice
to
night.
yourselves.
That's it.
Mhm.
Be
And
good
on
to
those-
yourself, my friends.
Be good to yourselves.
Cheers.
Cheers.